It's June 11th, and I am just got a little bit of gardening done. I added some of this mulch. It's coconut shells to mulch. Here's my potatoes, my basil, some parsley, cilantro, and oregano. Some peas. I'm actually getting a few peas now. And then lettuce. I've got my nasturtium, soon we're going to have some flowers. This is funny. I planted a squash set of squash seeds, and they weren't blooming. They weren't coming up, so I bought some seedlings of cukes and put them in amongst other places. And some kale and these lettuces are green flowers and more. But now it's sprouted, so we'll see if I keep more potatoes. That's a Bertolli. Well, actually, no. That one's an unknown. Don't know where that came from. It was a sucker. So we seeded, put it in water, and then started growing roots. And so we'll see if we get some more tomatoes. There's basil, potatoes. There's an eggplant, and here's a flower that may or may not produce. I mean, I'm sure. This is hope. There's one cucamelon. This is my most struggling cucamelon. Got some strawberries. We've been pulling off some straws. More lettuce over here. Here's one more of those cukes. About 6 sets of cukes. I'll be thinning them out. But then some baby seedlings coming up from lettuce. Here's other lettuce and a little bit of kale. Here's a volunteer squash. And here, I'm guessing, is broccoli, or it's super fast bolting kale. I'm not sure. Here's a cuke, some peas, and lettuce over there. Some lettuce sprouting. I need to thin some of these guys out. And then here's some more cucamelon, tomatoes. I've already pulled a few jalapenos off. There's a habanero, cucamelon, another cuke, and then right here I got some squashes coming. We're gonna have squash soon. Here's some little tomatoes. They're actually growing tomatoes. Here's a Bertolli, no flowers. Well, there's some flowers that look like they'll be coming soon. No fruit. Here's some more tomatoes. Here's some beans that have been climbing up. More cukes. I'm gonna be thinning these out so there's just one per bucket, but cuke and cuke, more potatoes. Here's another bean, a bush bean, and then tomatoes, potatoes. And here's my double squash. I was going to compare it to my single squash in a similar sized pot to see if how bad crowding is. My experiment. Cucamelon, and yeah, starting to get some fruit. Oh, we planted in some bloobs from my mom. Overgrowing raspberries, and unfortunately we have this mint infestation, and I keep pulling and it keeps growing back really fast. And so, a couple more tomatoes though, and zoom back out. And that's pretty much the garden as of today.